vibe about the layout.
It seems to be positive just about the whole event, don't they? I suppose in a way there'll be support for all the Southeast Asian. The Samler got to keep the bike there, you can't let it drift too wide because fire it across. And this is where they start to pick up pace around the track. I thought we might be, we're not going to, as we switch back to the asphalt and we...
Hitting him, as you can imagine. I went out, had lunch with Jake and Sarah, his lovely wife, and we met up with Sasaki Ayumu, which was quite nice to spend a bit of time with him because I ranch probably about 4 years ago. So yeah, he seems like good form, does Jake. He's done some heat training, if he's mentioned that already. He has been at the Loughborough University, everybody, but that's in hindsight. You watch the race back, but as you know, second decisions at the time.
Well, we see Jake, he always looks so bullying, but how would he, what's he like behind the scenes? How will he deal with that? How would you expect him to perform this weekend?
A great character to be around, but he's also you might see, let's say, the clown side of Jake and think he maybe doesn't take this racing serious enough, but he's dedicated, and like I said, he's hard on himself. So he's
I've been doing my own heat training, got the heating up to the max there on. I definitely haven't, not with energy prices. I'm sat up in a hoodie and blanket. So,
Gav, I always remember talking to Leon.
People spending a lot of time in sauna. Marquez brothers were doing something similar over in Spain before heading here. I wonder what Celestino Vietti's been doing after his victory last time out in the Moto2 class for Celestino. He's prepared for this weekend. I know Zonta van der Gerberg, there he is, 16 years back.
Village. You can see Jurgen van der Gerberg and his son Zonta, and they've got massive smiles on their faces. You can tell they're living the dream, and he's proud for his 16-year-old son to be in Moto2. I was talking to him actually, he said it was like now or never, we had to make the jump, and he said, to be honest, he's for it. And I'm impressed with what I'm seeing so far, because in Qatar he wasn't a miss at all. So he's a nice tall lad. That's going to work for him on the Moto2 bike. Tall, lean and lanky. But he's definitely living the dream, Gav.
Yeah, and I think so phlegmatic how he was in his career, how laid back. And I'm sure that's only going to be a good thing. We know he'll be hands-on, he's quite good as well, Jurgen, but he's not going to... he's not going to be in the face of mechanics, is he? Background, he's got...
It's almost the Neil Mackenzie approach, I would call it. He's there, but he's not making a fuss. But he's there to not be chipping in all the time, but the words that come out of his mouth, we've seen it, haven't we, really? Yeah. We actually saw it a little bit with Wayne Gardner, with Remy. There were points in Eames where Wayne... And you can't blame him, but was getting too much involved. So it's a fine line, it's a balance.
We're having a look at Pedro here. There was a lot of focusing on him in the race in Qatar. We saw quite a bit of him actually coming from way down the field. He was dropped down like Jake Dixon in the first corner, and in the end, Acosta was that little bit further. Was the top rookie last time out when he made his way through to 12th position behind Aaron Canet, who finished second to Vietti last time. All the big names. Look at the 40-minute practice sessions, free practice. So if you imagine that, you're getting two basically on a track before you're then going to have to go into if you've got through to the top 14, you go through, some people wanting to go through Q1 before that qualifying session, and then a short warm-up before you race. Not a long time.
Looks like it could rain at any time, and you know, Gab, having been to this part of the world in the past, really, really quickly. When you think it's just about to clear up, all of a sudden it starts raining. So the rider's talking about potentially getting more track time, but it's the same for everyone. So it's a level playing field. It's one of those. This is a golden opportunity for him. Earlier to Taylor Mackenzie. Great opportunity, isn't it? You come to a track where actually you're not at a distance.
I wonder in terms of how much Michael was saying, speaking to a MotoGP team, I wonder the VR46 team, who obviously are in this class and in MotoGP, what data, in terms of data.
But from the test here is it's a setup like Mugello, or I'm using that as an example, like Valencia. But as you know, in this class, as you can see, the track's drying out. Hopefully by the end of the session, it'd be nice to see the riders put some slick tyres on and get some really important depth.
So there is Celestino Vietti. You might see just a few dry track out there, but it's quite sketchy conditions. They're lying in their camper van at Breen Sands, drinking tea and watching the bikes. That is living absolutely down there. Dave,
where are they?
Mola